Representative Eskamani.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And members, I was just reflecting back on a presentation that DCF gave us on the impact of President Trump's budget bill on the state of Florida. Because despite the political climate, there assumptions might be made of how Florida intersects with federal policies. But I think everyone here knows, especially if you worked on the budget, that a large chunk of Florida state budget is balanced by the federal government, and a large chunk of that federal government money is Medicaid, because we have a large population of Floridians that rely on Medicaid. And I just want to acknowledge that the federal law that we are complying with in this bill has a huge ripple effect on all of our constituents that we need to be aware of long term, especially in the context of individuals no longer being qualified for Medicaid, or individuals that have to go through what's, as we talked about, a more tedious process for qualifying, including those who are homeless, including those who are veterans, and so forth. So under the guise through the federal government of going after fraud, they're also impacting a lot of vulnerable people that have never had to go through the work search requirements that the federal law requires, which means we're going to get more phone calls, we're going to get more folks who are underinsured and uninsured who are going to be looking for help. And so as we engage in the budget conversations, I also want to just emphasize the importance to fund our charity care clinics right now, the importance of ensuring that our food banks are well funded this session, because one piece of the conversation that I think has been missing is how does Florida fill in these gaps from the federal government, because they are pulling back their investments in these programs dramatically, and our state's more negatively impacted than many, many, many others. And so let's be cautious of that as well when you're voting on this bill, but also when you're working on that budget and future budgets. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.